What is it do you like about Coke?
I love the smell of it.
Is raw. It's raw every goddamn year.
Yes,
Hey man,
Lord.
serve 'em raw, goddammit.
Subscribe to Serving It Raw and let's keep it
all the way funky, uncut, raw. Serving it raw just like my boy Gutter Kane.
Yes, Lord. You the tapped into Serving It Raw podcast. I am your host, Gutter Kane, the Gutter Man, the Pyrex Iron Chef. And today's special guest is a Brooklyn-raised rapper, entrepreneur, CEO of Federal District Records, and the creator of Educated Thug Music. He's built an independent empire through music, business, and resilience while turning life experiences into purpose. Servers, help me welcome to the show, Nymrod. What's going on, big dog?
Good game. What's good with you, man?
Man, it's just been chilling, man. Happy to tap in with you, man, and connect with you on your musical journey. And
Yes.
yeah, man, and just let everybody know, man, what you got going on in Federal District. I had a chance to sit down with Molly some weeks ago, man. Molly
I
Federal.
saw pieces of that interview. That interview was all right. I like that. I saw pieces of that. That was fire.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate that, man. I really respect, man, what you got going, what you're doing, man. Like you're really one of those definitions of handling business.
I appreciate it, man. I try to, man. You know what I mean? I try to set up a foundation for these artists to do great things. That's all I want for them is to do better. You know what I mean? To do great things. You know what I'm saying? I love this shit that we do, this music thing we do. You know what I mean? So I try to just, make it easier for artists to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Okay. Well, we definitely finna tap in, man, and let everybody know your story, man. So for the people who are just discovering Nymrod, I need you to take us back to growing up in Brooklyn Cooper Projects, man. So what's your origin story?
I grew up in Cooper, born and raised. My brother AZ raised me, along with my mom. Man, I was a nerd in the beginning. I got cut my face and shot my back and in my head when I was 12. And that kind of changed me into a different individual. Hustled from 13 all the way to 17, and I went to jail. Gave them 5.5 years. I met Max B when I was in jail. I did my whole 5.5 years with Max. As far as every jail I was in, he was there. And then I came home and I just started to dabble in the music. I opened up a couple of business, real estate, stock market, construction company, moving company. I just opened up a metal company. So, yeah, man.
Okay, let's break some of that down. So I want to start with AZ because I've seen people mention your older brother AZ, and I want people to know it's not the rapper.
Right.
Okay. But from Brooklyn, as somebody had major influence on you. So what did he mean to your life, and what lessons from him are you still carrying today?
He meant everything to my life. I strive to be him. Perfect gentleman, but if you push him the wrong way, he'll turn into an animal.
Gotcha.
Great businessman. Loyalty, respect, honesty to his people. You know what I'm saying? Always been there for family. Those are the things that he instilled in me. Always make sure you're there for your family. Always make sure, when you rock with people, you're honest, you're loyal, respectful. You know what I'm saying? Until they push you not to be.
Ooh.
And as far as music, he loved music. You know what I mean? So it makes sense.
Okay. Now, I know you did share before on something else that someone tried to kidnap you and
Right.
end up getting cut in the face and shot in the back, man. So I know that type of shit, changes people forever, which you've even said that. How were you before to where you was after that situation happened?
I was a nerd. You know what I mean? I was in school. I went to private school. I was a nerd, man. I play with my toys and stuff like that as a kid. Dude, I remember I had Super Nintendo. I would play F Racer or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I was just a kid, bro. And you know, my brother AZ, he was one of the biggest drug dealers in New York City. Everybody know that. And you know, people tried to kidnap me, I guess, to extort him or whatever they was trying to do. And, you know, I wound up getting away, and they wound up cutting me in my face and shoot me in my back and, you know, in the head as well. That changed me, man. Like, I had so much of anger in me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know, I had multiple surgeries on my face. You know what I mean? Like, because they cut me inside, like the razor went inside my mouth. I had 475 stitches and it was 13 staples.
God damn.
Yeah, so I was really like I felt I was ugly, you know what I mean? Because this shit is swolled up like a big ass, you know, I had like maybe 7 surgeries on my face. You know, and I never got a skin graft because I wanted to always remember this shit. You understand what I'm saying? And it prepares me for everything that I deal with every day.
Gotcha. Does your beard kind of covers it though, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you don't get a
Okay.
chance to fully see it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tell me they don't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of ladies, they be like, "Oh, I like that. I love that." You know, they like a war scar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, maybe it helped me out. If you
When you look back now, how close do you think your life came to taking a completely different path?
as far as you mean what? As far as like being a regular kid and being a
Yeah.
I was on the Tito. You know, I don't know. I don't know that one situation changed everything. If there was if that was something that would, you know, people would be like, you know, stories like, oh, what the catastrophic thing in your life that made your shit go left, that was it.
Okay, gotcha. That was a life turning moment.
Yeah, I think if that wouldn't have happened to me, I would have been a nerd. I would have, you know, continued to go to school no matter what my brother shit was or no matter what my family shit was. I would have been focused with school, work, and not wanting to be in the street. After that happened, I just didn't give a fuck anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. Now for the rhyming part. Now you was rapping. Well, you was writing rhymes around this time.
Around what time?
Around the 12, 13?
Oh yeah, I was playing with it. Like me, my brother, he would back then you used to have to stuff paper in the tapes. You know what I mean? On the top of the tapes.
On each corner, yeah.
Yeah. So we used to record over shit. And then you know, he had the big ass boom. My brother had the super big boom box. And you know, his favorite rapper was Big Daddy Kane. Loved Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
And you know, he would, you know, play some beats and I'll just be there rapping. Now I don't know back then was it good, but he was like, yo, that shit is good. So you know, I wasn't a writer, but I would just say whatever comes to my head.
Okay. All right. Now, most people would have seen the prison as, to me, as the end of their story, especially like shit, when you talk about rapping, they're like, fuck that. But you kind of turn that into your beginning. And so what changed mentally during those years?
The people I met a few good people. If there's a God out there, maybe God put them in my life. I don't know while I was in there. But it's an old story. If you put a lion in a cage, that anger and that go get it fades. And all that shit that I had in me when they put me in that cage faded away.
Okay, so it tamed you in a sense.
Yeah. So I met a couple of people, Max B being one of them.
Yeah.
He the one that really got me into the music shit. That boy was just insane with his writing skills. And, you know, he always told me, yo, Nim, think out of the box. Think out of the box. He used to call me Nimmy. Nimmy, think out of the box. Nimmy, think out of the box. So, you know, I started doing that and writing. And I was dyslexic, so I wasn't really writing. I would just say things and remember it and remember it and remember it. And then I met a guy named Eric, Italian dude. He was in the opera music. This is who got me into opera music. I love opera music for people that don't know. And he introduced me to chess. And he said, in life, you always need to be 10 steps ahead. So I applied the chess to my everyday life. Anything I do in life, I'm always 10 steps ahead of my situation. I plan A, B, C, D, just in case if A don't work, B gonna work. If B don't work, then C don't work. C gonna work.
Message.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, shout out to Big Valley.
Yeah, shout out to Max. Shout out to Max.
Yeah, Max. Yeah, I'm good to see. Glad to see him home, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so, to me, what did Max see in you that maybe you didn't fully see in yourself yet at that point?
I don't know. I could tell you what's
Okay.
good. I don't know. You know, I think we was just all in there. We just all trying to make music just to have the time pass. You know what I mean? So, you know, I felt like maybe we was just in there, you know, doing music to get the time to pass. You know what I'm saying? But you know, all we had was time. So why not go work on music? Why not go? And then you know, we built a friendship at that point. You know what I mean? So, you know,
What's the
you
biggest?
in there?
Oh, go
There's
ahead.
nothing to do. This is why you in there. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, gotcha. What's the biggest lesson Max B taught you, man, that, you know, still influences, you know, how you make records today?
Always think out of the box.
Always think out of the box.
Always think out of the box.
That's what's up.
Never let a song you do sound like the same song that you did before. And I mean, you know, you can see that kind of in his music too. But yeah, he always told me that never let the second song you do sound like your first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you can drink, man, and smoke or whatever you do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, I'm about to.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
About you hear me over here fiddling.
Yeah, that's why I'll let people. I normally let people know ahead of time and shit, but you know, we've been busy, me and you both. So, now I definitely want to talk about your sound because you described your sound as educated thug music, and I know that's more than just a title. So, what does that phrase really mean to you? Like, you know, what separates it from your traditional street rap?
Educated thug music is a business, a street business. I can be a businessman, and I can be a street nigga if I need to be.
Okay, gangster and a gentleman.
Exactly, and that's what educated thug music is.
Okay,
I'm giving y'all a piece of the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? I've been in the street. I know what the street is like. We could talk about the street, the guard come back. But I don't want to keep talking about that. Let's do some street. Let's do some real life shit. You know what I mean? Because what these artists don't understand is they think music is going to pave their way and put them in a mansion or put them in a this. It's not like that in the industry no more. You need to have other hustles. These artists, these mainstream artists that's doing, they have other hustles. And that's what I bring into my music too, to show them that there's other things out here. It's sad. A lot of these artists need a job. You understand what I'm saying? Like they do. You know what I mean? It's sad. A lot of these, you got to stop using your welfare check to pay for your music shit. You gotta be more smarter than what you are. You understand? So.
Okay. And do you feel like, I wouldn't say necessarily responsibility, but do you feel responsible for some of the messages that you put in your music when it comes to younger listeners? Is that kind of why you're going in that direction?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. I do feel, and I'm gonna say this, that, and I tell my artists this, we are superheroes.
Yeah.
We can save somebody's life with our music, or we may put them in destruction with our music. You ever heard somebody say, yo, that song make me want to go grab my gun and kill a motherfucker?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I've heard people say, yo, that song uplifted my soul. So, you know, when I do my music, I'm just giving people a piece of my life. Whether it's me being a businessman, I'm giving you a piece of my life, or a piece of my life from when I was in the street. What you do with the message I'm giving you is on you.
I love it. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna fast forward a little bit to where we at right now. I know let's kind of go back a little bit. You work with some artists like you know, Redman, PMD from EPMD,
Right.
Heatmakerz, the legendary group producers.
Shout out to Arsonist.
Oh, for sure. And you've even ghostwritten behind the scenes. So, and I know, like, wearing a lot of hats, like the artist, the songwriter, and the collaborator. Did that change the way that you approach music?
Yes, all the way. It made me more of a thinker. So it's easy for me to do music. And I enjoy writing music for people. I enjoy, helping artists. It's my enjoyment. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? It makes, I can hear a song done. It was a guy I used to work with, big shout out to Morpheus. He always told me and always showed me, when you go in and do a song, picture it already done from front to back.
Oh, okay.
Picture it how you want it to sound. Picture what you're gonna say. Picture it from front to back done. And I've learned to do that all the time. So it makes things a lot easier for me with music.
Is ghostwriting harder than writing for yourself?
No, not for
Okay.
me at least. I look at that. I go back and I listen to an artist's music. I've written R&B music. I've written Glenn Lewis' first album. 75% of that called Window Pane. I wrote that.
Yeah, I heard you say that in another interview. And
Yeah, I wrote that. I mean, I look at an artist. I go listen to an artist's music, and then I just think about what they would want to talk about. Love, if you're a singer, if you're a street dude like PMD, he wanted real hip hop. So I wrote real hip hop for him.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, have you ever been with somebody and heard one of the records that you done wrote and just like smiled this shit because motherfuckers didn't know you wrote it?
Yeah.
Okay.
PMD was one of them. PMD, it was he played it in a room one day.
Mm-hmm.
And he had this song called that I wrote called Imagine. This dude Enjo, he did the singing on it. And he's playing it. He's like, yo, P, that shit is fire. And just to hear fucking Eric Sermon said it. And I didn't want to blow the spot up, but just to hear them say it was amazing.
Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to EPMD. Now, like you said before, man, you always struck me as someone ever since I met you, man, as thinking beyond making music. And so Federal District Records, multiple businesses, you got the partnership with Sony and Vamp Life, man. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And but where did your business mentality come from? Did it start with AZ?
My brother and Eric, the gentleman I met in jail.
Okay.
My brother AZ, he owned two businesses. He had a nightclub and he had a like a little moving company. It was just him and his friend. But he always, if he was here, it would have been a big moving company. The nightclub would have been huge because he was just starting out to make things legitimate at that time. I was still hustling. He was transitioning from being a hustler into being a businessman. You know what I mean? So I watched him do it, and then all the knowledge I got from Eric when I was locked up, I soaked all that in. So I'm a sponge, man. Okay. I don't care if you're 7 years old. You can always teach somebody something.
Okay. Now speaking of hustling, I have to ask this. Now your uncle is a legendary Frank Matthews.
Right.
And people don't know who Frank Matthews is. You need to get your ass in something, a book or something. But did hearing stories about him influence how you think about, ownership or leadership or just building something bigger than yourself?
Yeah, I mean, of course, he's an icon. He built what, I mean, you call it a business. He built it and it disappeared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, with some millions.
With millions, billions. And I'm joking. I don't know if it's billions. I'm exaggerating. But he built it and he disappeared. And I'm like, okay, he could do it. I could do it. I could do anything I want to do if I put my mind to it.
Yes, I like that. All right, and man, yeah, Frank Matthews is that one. Right. Never snitched, none of that. Yeah. So now I gotta ask you this, man, not just as a fan, but for the culture. So when you look back at your journey, what are the 5 artists that I'd say had the biggest influence on the way you think, create, and move?
Jay, Big Daddy Kane, Coogee Rap, yes.
Oh yeah.
Rick Ross, and Diddy.
Damn.
Diddy is a great businessman. I don't care about what kind of freaky shit he into. That's his business, but he's a great businessman.
All right, man. And so you're currently building Educated Thug Music Volume 3, The Glitch.
The Glitch.
Yeah. And I feel like, well, I know that you're expanding it internationally. You got, places like Tokyo and you continue to grow your 6 businesses because you had
Right.
5, now you got 6.
Now I got, yeah.
Yeah. So at this stage, man, what motivates you more? Creating great art or just building generational wealth, proving people wrong,
Proving people wrong.
proving people wrong.
I like to be an asshole. I am. I really am. I am. That's one of my natures. I do it on purpose because I want people to understand that there's nothing that can stop me. There's nothing when I put my mind to it, I can't be stopped. Now, music is my peaceful place. Music makes me get up in the morning and do everything that I do. All my businesses or things that I'm doing, music pushes me to get up.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That passion, that love to hear music and stuff like that. It makes me want to get up in the morning. You know what I mean? Besides my kids, of course, my children.
Yeah.
But music is that. You know what I mean? So music is music. I don't care if I'm 70 years old. Music is always going to be a major part of my life. It's therapeutic and it helped me through so much.
Are you going to keep the Educated Thug like music series going, or
Yeah,
are you stopping at volume 3?
I think I'm going to stop at volume 4. Volume 4 is going to be the what do they call it? Ayatollah of Khomeini. That's going to be that big one.
Okay. Well, I don't like ending, man, with what's next because this platform is about documenting legacies, man. So when it's all said and done, and somebody discovers your stories from now, I mean, like, you even if it's a message to your kids, what do you want them to understand about Nimrod's contribution to hip hop?
I changed it. I changed the industry. I have already, quietly, but I continued to be the person I said I was, and I didn't let the industry change me. I changed the industry.
Damn. Powerful, man. Well, hey, from Gutter Kane and Serving Raw, Nimrod, man, we want to give you your flowers, bro, like so that you can smell them now, man, for everything that you're doing, especially the whole working with artists. You know what I'm saying? Development. Like that shit is really, really fucking needed now.
Yeah, I like to see artists win, man. That's always been my thing. I said it in a few different interviews I was in. I want the shit. I feel like because me and artists sometimes have fallen out, and we do because I feel like I want the shit more for them than they want it for themselves. You understand? Because I see them and I know how hard I had to work. I've never had nobody to help me do anything. I mean, now it's different. Yeah, I got Dice. You know what I mean? Dice is a tremendous help and a brother. But I've never on the come up, I've never had nobody help me do shit. And I get so frustrated when I try to help them be better and they just in the wind. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I love working with artists and I just love to see people win. I just want them to win. That's what kind of dude I am. And I'm good where I'm at. And if I'm good, I want you to be just as good.
That's what's
especially
up.
Especially if I call you my friend.
Yeah.
You don't want to see your friend struggle to fulfill their dream or to do anything they want to do. Right? You want your friend to always, you want your friend, if you calling them your friend, you want them to be on the same page as you are.
Yeah, that's true. And you're a real one for that one, man, because a lot of people don't do that. They see jealousy and shit, or they feel like, oh, this person moving faster or doing bigger than me and shit like that, and they don't want that. But so the
I don't
fact
care about that because I'm rich. That shit don't mean shit to me. I had to tell this nigga that today. I don't give a fuck if you. I'd rather invest in you than in myself. You understand? I'm rich already. I'm comfortable. I got a couple of million in the safe. Facts. I'm all right. I got 10 cars. I pick and choose what car I'm going to drive every day. I don't have those problems.
That's what's up. Who artists is actually signed to that you have under federal district?
Molly, Fetty, Ruthless.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Molly, Fetty, Ruthless, in City.
Okay. Just those 4. Okay. Gotcha. All right, man. Well, before we close out, I got to put you through my white lines. I keep everything cocaine thing, man. So quick answers, no filters. First thing come to your mind. All right. Brooklyn's greatest rapper.
Jay-Z.
Favorite Max B record.
Baby Girl.
One producer you can make a full album with.
Diddy.
Best business decision you ever made.
Signing with Van Place.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And Boss Press. Yeah.
One artist you'd love to collaborate with.
Rick Ross.
A book every entrepreneur should read.
Oh, what's the name of that Donald Goines book? Fuck.
Shit, there's a few.
I don't know. I don't know. It'll come back to me.
Okay. One thing people completely understand about Nymrod.
That I'm a bully. I'm not.
All right, I can see that. You know, that's that New York, man. That's you, bro. That's all. If you wasn't making music, what business would you be running full time?
Structure. I mean, I run all my business full time.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah. So,
is there one that you would put like is at the top of the list? Like, if you had to drop the other 5, this one be at the top. Construction. Okay. Harder battle: surviving the streets or surviving the music business?
Damn. I guess the streets.
Streets. And one word that defines your legacy.
Me?
Yep.
I'm God's gift.
God's gift. Let me see if I get this Donna Goins book. Hold on.
Let me look at it.
Let's see. So he had Dope Fiend. He had, Never Die Alone.
Yes.
Never Die Alone. The one that that made a movie with DMX playing?
Yes. That's the movie that kid was in, the kid with the green eyes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and DMX was like he was his dad or whatever like that. Supposed to be, and he gave his mom coke or crack or whatever.
Yeah.
From the battery acid. That was so.
Yeah, no, that was a cool little movie. Yeah, but that book right there is everybody should get on. Well, hey, I want to give a huge shout out to Nymrod, man, for coming through, man, sharing your journey, and keeping it completely raw with us today, man. We truly appreciate the stories, the wisdom, and the gems. To all my servers, I want to thank y'all for the constant support. Shit, if you rock with this episode, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and follow us on Instagram. How can people reach out to you on Instagram?
I'm Googleable. Tell them to Google me, man. Nymrod. Again, Nymrod. I'm Googleable, baby. Just Google me, man.
All right. And when does the album drop?
September 25th, baby. Educated Thug Music Volume 3, The Glitch, niggas.
Get on it. All right. New episodes drop every Wednesday on YouTube and all major platforms. Until next time, keep it raw. Peace.
Peace.